Okay.
Yeah, good. Okay.
That's why
All
I
right.
did this.
That's what that was. Okay. Now I know. Still working on our communication here. Hey, happy Tuesday, everyone. It is Tuesday the 11th. And we are back for another round of Gets and Shiggles. I guess that's what we're calling this thing. I got some questions.
Look.
Oh, Vicky's showing off the shelves.
Yeah, the little
She got
pots
some.
are temporary. They're too small.
She got some decorations going on there.
I'm going to go right above your head.
Like always.
All right, hold on. Now I got to... There we go. All right.
So we've got some stuff up on the shelves. Vicky's still working on that. I imagine that will change periodically or daily. Who knows? But anyway, I've got several things I want to cover tonight. Yeah, I did bring the sign covers of the day. That's good. And first things first, very serious moment. Condolences to our friends Larry Scudder and his wife Denise, who actually they stopped by and about a month ago, and then it was Larry's brother Keith, I think, was with them, and Denise just passed away on Sunday. And Larry, our prayers are with you, my friend. I wish we'd had a chance to meet you guys earlier, but I am really, really glad that you guys came by. We had just a great time hanging with you guys for a couple hours. Anyway, our prayers are with you, Larry, and I hope
she was a sweet lady.
She was really a terrific lady. From all that we read and for the couple hours that we got to spend with you guys, it was really cool. So anyway, our thoughts and prayers are with you, Larry, and the family. Anyway, okay, moving on. So what we've got tonight is I get this question pretty regularly, actually, when it comes to our base plate. Let me see. This is our actually not our base plate, the router housing. This is the housing without the base plate off of DWP 611, and a lot of people are not comfortable cutting this hole, and especially if you don't have a drill press. You can do it with a hand drill and a 2-inch hole saw, but it's a little more difficult. So we get questions on a regular basis, and this one was from Ronald. It says, would you ever consider selling a modified router housing for the DWP 611 to use with the base plate that I already got from you? I'm just not comfortable making that cut, and that needs to be made using your base plate. Or would you mind sending? Gosh, my words aren't working. Would you mind if I sent you mine so you can do it for me? And we do this a lot, guys. This is an extra that we have on the shelf. So a lot of time when you guys send yours over to have us modify it, we just swap it out, and then Dad modifies this when he gets around to it. But and you know, I was saying that these things are kind of expensive if you go to buy one. And I went on replacement parts, and many of you guys know about that website. And I just went on there an hour or so ago. This thing costs $152, which is incredible because the router itself is what, 160 maybe, or actually it's even less than that, I think. Anyway, so it costs more for the replacement of this thing than it does for the whole router. Yeah, the whole router I think is $139 on a regular. So that's kind of crazy. So it doesn't make sense to buy another one of these unless you buy a router with it. But if you guys are not comfortable doing this now, then you can send it to us. We do it for $25 plus $8.50 to send it back to you. So we can do that. But what you might do is go check out videos 122 and Senior Moment episode 17. That is where Dad did the modification with a hacksaw. Literally made 3 cuts. One this way, one that way, and one across. It's not as pretty as the round one, but it works just as good. So that might be an alternative for you if you're not comfortable drilling that thing with a hole saw. Hacksaw will do it as well. So videos 122 and Senior Moment episode 17. The other question that I had that's kind of related to that is some of you guys have, this is the base plate for, this is the housing for the cordless. And many routers come with this rubberized coating. And somebody was saying that they were nervous about cutting the hole through here and that the thing would come loose. Well, number one, there's some of these that I've taken them off. I think like my Makita, I actually removed the rubber before I cut the hole. But here's the bower that Dad did the modification on the bower, and the rubber is right there. It just stays there. It's just not a problem. So my guess is anything that you have, any housings that you have that have rubber on them like that, chances are that the hole saw will just go right through it and it won't be a problem at all. This person was just saying that they thought it might be floppy on there or didn't know if they should remove it first, but I would just leave it on there, and that's the way it works. All right, that is that. If you guys have questions, you know how to get a hold of me. Was there anything else on that? Nope, I think that's it.
Hi, Andy.
Andy's,
Earl?
Kim
and Amy. Yeah.
Andy Earl. Hey, Andy. How are you, buddy? Okay, so I told you guys last night we went over kind of all the finishing products that we use outside of Totalboat. Now I want to show you guys all the stuff that we have from Totalboat. So I'm going to stand up.
All right, real quick. Somebody said I need to make my own pots from Totalboat. My own.
So Vicky has been...
Those are too small. I had to get a bigger one.
So these are actually resin made.
Oh,
Vicky,
hold on. I got to...
what do you want me to do with them?
Nothing. Just hold on to it.
Okay.
Hold it down a little bit. Can you grab the other one?
Yeah.
Thank you, Pam. There we go. See? I was ahead of the curve, Leonard. Or who was that? It wasn't Leonard. It was somebody.
So Vicky's been doing this, and these plants will never die.
No, they're fake. They're fake succulents. I cannot keep those dang things alive.
These things look cool, man.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So that's some of them I've made.
So these are actually stuck in.
It's sand from right out here in the driveway, and I just
mixed with resin.
Mixed with resin, so they don't.
So they.
And the reason I did that's because I knocked one over, and sand went everywhere. All right, so.
Anyway, those are kind of cool.
No, don't put them up there, please.
Okay. So Vicky will be doing more of that stuff. All right, so the Totalboat stuff. So I'm going to kind of go over these things. These are the ones that we just used on the shelves. The Lust and the Gleam.
And the wood sealer.
I realized that the Lust actually has a little bit better UV protection, but they both have UV inhibitors. Totalboat sent us a whole box of cups. Totalboat's just awesome. They've sent us a lot more than what we have here, just for us mentioning them on our videos.
Oops, sorry. Sorry.
So I'll kind of start. This is what I originally started with. I think I did. Huh?
You're holding it up too high.
Well, they can't see it if I don't hold it up. Okay. So this is the the high performance 2-for-1. 2-to-1. This is the one that I think the first sign that I did that I can remember was Built by Stevie sign. And I had really, really good luck with this. So that's what we started with. Then we also had some this Halcyon. Now this is a product that I haven't really used yet. I've used it just once, but it wasn't good results because I think my critter sprayer was messing up. But anyway, I've got to use it again.
It says right on there, ultra durable and UV resistant. So it would go over the top of other resins.
That's what they say. The best way, if you have an epoxy, one of these epoxies, and you want it to be UV protected, this is what you want to put over it. So that's what I'm gonna actually be spraying some of this on a project here pretty soon. This is a paint, an actual enamel, and it's that color. And these little pour bags are really cool. So I gotta find something that I can paint blue with that. Just haven't done it yet. So moving on, the next thing.
Those are all mine, yeah.
These are
Tabletop
Vicky's.
epoxy. Those are the ones I use for all my tabletops that I've made. And I'm going to be using, I just ordered a 2-gallon set for an upcoming project that I'm very excited about. I'm finally going to be making my dining room table. And
Okay.
then the maker epoxy, that's the one for a lot of different crafty kind of things, or
So is this what you use to make your little succulent
Yeah.
things?
yeah.
Okay.
And then you can use it for like what do you call them? Charcuterie boards, or you can all kinds of fun stuff in there.
So that's a kind of an all-purpose kind of
Right, all-purpose
epoxy
kind of
then.
thing.
And then
And
this
there's
one.
the penetrating epoxy, which you put to seal up your boards.
Yep. And then this is a thick set that I haven't even used yet. I've got a special project that I want to do with this. It's a casting epoxy. And I've got a special project that I've been planning for about a year that I haven't done yet, but that's in the works. So I'm working on that. So this is kind of the gamut of the Totalboat stuff that we have. And again, thank you to Totalboat for supplying all these products to us. And we just love the Totalboat stuff. It's just great stuff. So, and one thing that Vicky learned was now that I have sticky stuff all over my hands, these baby wipes work really good for getting the sticky stuff off your hands.
Yeah, they work really well. I'm not for cleaning up big globules of resin, but they work really good on your hands and they get the sticky off.
Yeah, I don't like sticky on my hands. All right, so that is that. Anyway, thanks again, Totalboat, and we love that stuff. We would be, if Totalboat didn't supply us with this stuff, we would be buying it anyway because it's just great products.
Well, like I said, I just bought a 2-gallon set, which
Right.
is going to be like, I'm going to need about 15.
I'm going to need a lot more for
20
your
more
table.
gallons.
Yeah. All right, that's it, guys. That's it. Let's move on to the sign carvers of the day. All right, we got some really good ones here. This one is John Parnell, excuse me.
Sorry, okay, I got it.
Parnell, which this one's cool. So I'm not sure how he cut the holes in there and the shape. I'm assuming with a scroll saw. I've done many like that with the router, actually with a spiral upcut. Not quite like this, but that kind of thing with
That's
a
really cool.
spiral upcut. Yeah, it's very cool. Great job, John. Terrific work. Kenneth Scott, this is his first signs. He's got some shade across that top one.
Wow, nice.
But for his first sign, great job, Kenneth. Beautiful work, buddy. Keep it up. Hope you're having fun. This one's really cool.
That one's really cool. I like that.
So wherever you're at, political wise, Paul said, if you don't want to show it, that's fine. You guys could probably guess what side of the aisle I'm on. But anyway, this is just a cool sign. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. This is just a cool sign. I love the double eagles on there, everything. But then I was looking in the background. He's got 4 routers showing. This looks like a drill master. He's got 2 rigids and a 611, and then he's got a DeWalt router in the background, or a sander,
Orbital sander.
or orbital sander in the background. It's just, I think Paul is hooked on routing. It's just my guess, but that's really cool. Anyway, great job, Paul. Love it. Gary Parsons, another eagle, and
nice.
I love all the patriotism going on. Great job, Gary. 2 different eagles there. Very, very nice. Love it. Great job, Gary. And last but not least, Glenn Fournier. Glenn he's been with us for a long time. And it's obvious Glenn has carved a bunch of signs. Look at those straight lines. This is a very simple sign, but I look at this as like, wow, that guy's got really good control with that router. Very nice lines. Great job, Glenn. Great job, buddy. All right, that is it, boys and girls.
Okay, well, we got some comments.
Got some comments,
Frank
questions?
says, nobody will lose my friendship based on political beliefs. Amen, Frank.
There you go. I have a lot of people on the other side of the aisle, and we have great conversations.
Tessa says, having problems getting the swirls out of my board after using the disc sander. Vicky said, sand with 120, then 220. No, that's not what I said. Sand with the two... And still can't get them out.
Okay, so I know you just got that today, Pam.
This
so,
isn't Pam. This is Tessa.
Oh, that's
Pam
Tessa.
Got hers today too.
Oh, okay. So Tessa, I'm sorry for that mix-up there. So what's happening is you're probably bearing down too much. You got to have kind of a light touch. The thing about that disc sander, it will do the work for you. You just have a light touch to it. Now, that being said, I do use the double sanders. I use the disc sander for my, to get off most of the stuff, and then I go back with the random orbital to clean it up. So there are times you're going to have swirls on there with the disc sander. So using the combination of the disc sander and the random orbital, that should take care of it. I do most of my sanding with the disc sander with 80, and then I go back with a 120 for the with the random orbital. But again, use that front edge, have a light touch with it, and just take your time. Don't try and put too much pressure on it. That may be what the issue that you're having there, Tessa. But send me some pictures. You know the drill.
Let's see. I'm just looking to see if there's any.
You guys, I want to talk a little bit about our schedule for the rest of the week. We will be here tomorrow night. Thursday night, we will not be doing a live. We will be on the road. Vicki and I are taking another trip to California to see Ryan and Amy and Gwen. Friday night, we will be doing a Friday night live, I think. I'm pretty sure. Probably going to be Ryan and me. And we will be doing a Saturday. And Saturday morning, there will be a senior moment with Dad. But Vicki and I and our granddaughter Sophia, we're going over there, leaving Thursday, middle of the day, and we'll be back here on Monday. But they'll still be, I've got videos that we'll be posting every day, so nothing will change as far as that goes. It's just there won't be a live on Thursday night that I know of, probably not. Friday night and Saturday morning, yes. And then Monday, I don't know. Monday's a crapshoot.
Okay, couple of things. First of all, Jeff Dale, we do sell shirts and hats. They're on our website under merchandise.
Yeah, this is one of our...
I can't see that Pig Lakes with all the wall as your background. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, the pigs haven't gone on there and peed today. They're in the back playing in the pool, I think.
Let's see, yeah. Let's see.
They were back there. They like to push their plastic pool down so they get a mud hole so they can roll in the mud.
Tessa said, do you tip the sander a lot or just a little?
Just a little. You'll get a feel for it, Tessa. Just a little bit, just enough. If this is if this is the surface of your sander, let me turn this upside down. If this is the surface of your sander, you don't want to lay it flat on there. You don't want to do it like that unless you're really trying to get in a tight spot. Just a little bit of an angle so you're using that front edge. And it may be this edge or this edge, just depending on where you're at on the board. Just a little bit of an angle. You don't need to be at a lot of angle, just a little bit. You'll get the hang of it.
It takes a little bit.
It takes a minute or so. But it's easier to learn how to use that, far easier, and many of you could probably back me up, than the belt saw. Belt saw, belt sander. The belt sander, that really takes a while to get the use to the belt sander. This disc sander is different, but you can get used to it a lot faster than you can the belt sander, in my opinion.
I think it was already asked, where did you get the eraser, the one you clean the router,
the sanding belt cleaner. We've got that in our Amazon store. But you can get them. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them at just about any woodworking supply. If you try and get one of those at Home Depot or Lowe's, they'll look at you like you're a fool. They won't have any idea what you're talking about. It just about has to be a woodworking supply. Woodcraft has them. All of the woodworking supplies. And honestly, if you type in sanding belt cleaner into Google, you'll see 1,000 places to buy them.
Harbor Freight didn't have them?
Harbor Freight has them.
Yeah.
I'm sure Harbor Freight has them.
So it's a
sanding belt cleaner. Yep. That's literally, you type that into Google and you'll see tons of them. Okay. There you go, guys. That is it. We're going to let you guys carry on with your evening. Thanks so much for watching. And again, if you have any questions on any of this stuff, just email me, eric@makeawwoodsign.com or vicky@gmail.com, and we will be here again tomorrow night. And I guess that's it. Thanks, guys. We love you.
See
We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.